Select Board meeting of Monday, March 9th, 2026 to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Next item on the agenda is Select Board reorganizational vote. I will entertain any motions to nominate a chair this time.
Make a nomination to nominate Larry Heber as chairman of the board.
All right. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. So we have a motion on the floor to nominate Larry Hebert for chair. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
I didn't
That was
ask
fun.
you.
Should have put my hand up.
I didn't ask you, so I didn't give it a chance to think about it.
Well, I thank you guys for your support. I want to make it clear that this is going to be my last year. I'm not going to run again. I want to do other things in life besides this. Between the Regional Planning Commission and the Select Board, it's been 39-year run. Not 39 years, but 39 years total between the two. It's time for someone else. And I just want to make sure whoever steps up to be vice chair is ready to take over as chair. So, with that, I'll take somebody's nomination for vice chair.
I'll make a nomination of Scott McCarthy to be vice chair.
For your second.
I'll second it.
You seconded. Motion made, seconded. Is there any other discussion or nominations? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Hey, congratulations, Scott.
Thank you.
Okay, next item is set the agenda. Is there any additions to the agenda or changes?
I missed putting the February 9th minutes to be approved on there. Then we can table the highway truck refurbishment discussion. And I no longer need the executive session for legal issues.
Table the truck. And what else? What's the other one you had?
The executive session, I don't need one,
Oh,
unless you
don't
guys do.
You all set now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, could we just discuss the turnaround near Pikes and the Williamstown mill?
Oh, something to add to that. Gotcha.
Okay, what was that you wanted to add?
The turnaround by Pike on Route 14 and the turnaround at the dump at Route 14. By Chelsea Road.
Was there supposed to close, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess put that under old business.
Yep. That sounds fine.
Anybody have anything else? Okay, can I have a motion to accept the agenda as amended?
Make a motion to set it.
Made-
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Right? Opposed? Okay, in the back by the coffee maker up there is a laminated sheet, how we run the meetings. Anybody's interested, it's supposed to be up there. I guess it's on the table.
Yep.
And if anybody's interested, take a look at it. Any public comments?
I know they have microphones, because they're used to one night. Even with my hearing aids, I have a hard time hearing. And it's lovely to sit here and you do all this. And I'm sitting here like, well, I don't know what they're voting on, I don't know what they're agreeing. So if we have them, can they be used by everyone that speaks? Possibly?
Yeah, I know the town had like a little karaoke speaker thing. I don't know how well that worked or not. I think it's in the closet.
I think we tried to find it the night we used yours and we couldn't find it, so I don't know if it's still in the town hall.
I'll check, and if not, then I can bring what I brought last time.
Thank you, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Helen. I have a hard time hearing myself. I know what you're talking about. I said I'm with you, I have a hard time hearing myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, but it sounds like you're talking like this.
I know.
Does it? Yeah, see, I can hear.
It's all part of getting young.
You can sit right here if you want, Helen. Just sit right
I'd sit right up there. I want one of the chairs with wheels on it.
Really chair, yeah.
Put your chair up front here. Any other public comments or announcements? Select board announcement? Is it? Cool. Commission, committees, trustees, emergency service reports and other board announcements. We have no one here for the emergency board or anything else? Okay. Okay, approval, warrant, SB 22182. That's the only one, right?
That is the only one.
Okay. Do I have a motion on that?
I'll make the motion to approve as written.
Your second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, any discussion?
I'm recusing myself because there's a fire department budget item.
If anybody's curious, there's 2 Charter Communications right towards the top. Same number, same price. I asked about that, it's because the bill is split 50-50 between the water and the sewer department.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe it was a double payment, but
Yep.
it's both, if you add them together, that's the actual bill, and they just split it.
Pretty sure I've asked that question before too. It's all good.
Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And abstain.
Okay, next item is approve payroll warrants, 3/8/26.
Is that in here?
I'm missing. I couldn't find
There's
mine.
actually 2 of them, right?
Right here?
Okay.
Oh, you got it, that's right there.
We're all missing it because I looked at it as the right one.
We have,
Thank you.
we'll give you a second to look at them because we just got them.
Okay, I'm good on that one.
Clayton and I helped out up to the holes there, so.
We're gonna, yeah, I was looking at that, I gotta recuse
We
myself.
probably should recuse ourselves.
I'm gonna, that amount of money, yes, absolutely.
Yes, for
That's huge.
$19, it'll be.
Yeah.
$21
$21.63.
$21.63.
You're there
That's
longer.
right.
I was wondering what your name was.
So anyways, Mr. Vice Chair,
Do I have a motion to accept this as written?
Motion to accept as written.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So goes.
okay, we got payroll warrant. Select board meeting minutes of 2/9 and 2/23. You wanna do them separate or do them both together?
What's that?
Wanna do them separate or both together? Any reason to do them separate?
Approve the select board minutes. The
Oh,
previous
yeah, no,
one.
I think we can do them both together.
Okay, well, I need a motion, whichever way you wanna go.
There's only one, two, three.
Make the motion to accept both of them.
I'll second it.
Motion made, and seconded. Any discussion? I found a couple of typos I went over with Ryan earlier today, so that's done. Anybody else have anything? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, next is town manager report, Ryan.
Okay. Um, FEMA funding audit update. Jen and I have successfully navigated the audit being performed by the Vermont Department of Public Safety concerning the town's handling of FEMA funds from the two flood events of 2023 and 2024. We have received a letter of acceptance from them contingent on us adopting the 4 policies that I introduced to you at our February meeting. I would recommend that we adopt them no later than the April meeting in case there is any follow-up by the department. Highway garage. So I was looking into a USDA rural development grant, but it turns out it won't be viable due to the town's medium household income being too high to qualify for the program. They're using data from 2024 that put us around $70,000 per household, which is outside of the thresholds of the program. But I have found other sources of funding to try. The one I have the most hope for is the Northern Border Commission's Timber for Transit program, which could grant us a 50-50 match on the project, provided we alter construction plans to include more domestic wood products in the design rather than the all-metal design we have now. I've spoken with Black River Design and they quoted me about $6K for a redesign using wood as the primary building material. They kind of gave me some background. They had like a preliminary design that used wood, but it required a lot of columns in it, in between the bays, and people were concerned that those would get run into a lot. But he brought one of the architects with him to the meeting, and they have found a way to design it where there won't be those support columns in between. So if that's something you guys want me to try to angle for, I can get them to do a redesign.
If you, when you talk to them about it, actually, we had a committee set up, I don't think you're aware of that.
Yeah, I read some of the committee
We
notes. Yeah, I
should,
found
we
some
should
of
have
that.
have the committee work on it with you. If they're gonna design it, have them design it both ways with the steel beam and the columns. I mean, they're every 20 feet to the
Yeah.
base. You're gonna find you're gonna save a lot of money just on the roof system by doing that.
Yeah,
So,
Uh-huh.
that way we could make a choice, you know.
yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's a grant, but it's focused on domestic wood products, so we would need
Right.
so much of the building to be wood.
Not
So I'm
building.
not saying get rid of metal supports or anything like that, but, so that's just a way we could go to
Right.
get some grant money.
It's a 60-foot span and that's pretty flat roof. It's could take some serious trusses to.
Yeah,
You could cut it down a lot with it. One column and post between the bays.
yeah. Is that something you guys want me to pursue? I mean, we'll have to use around $6,000 for a redesign, but we could get, $2.5, $3 million.
How much is in the fund now? Like, how much do we have saved toward the building?
We have 89,000 somewhere in there,
So that brings us down to 83.
yeah.
50%'s better than.
Yeah.
That won't preclude us from getting another grant from other sources either, just
Yeah.
because it's wood.
Yeah, it'll just give us a second design.
$2.5 million is quite a difference from 6,000.
Yeah. If we can't find nothing else, it's gonna help out a lot, for sure.
Absolutely.
The good thing about this Timber for Transit program is, so they funded other highway garages, And they've never funded anything in Orange County. And I talked to, you have to do this like pre-application interview, so I did that, and the woman was very excited about our chances to get this, because they're looking for things to fund in like every Vermont county that they can. And that not a lot of money is flowing through Orange County, so.
Is there possibility that other grants may be out there that could dovetail with this?
Yeah, so we can stack grants for sure. The other thing I'm looking into is, all of our senators have a congressional appropriation program, which is just a grant program. And they all pretty much just opened up at the beginning of March. I just applied for Senator Welch's program. They're very competitive, because we're competing for money across the entire country. So, but I can apply to Senator Welch and Sanders and Becca Balin. So I'll shoot for money from all of them. Maybe they give us a little bit here and there. And then I'll just keep looking for other grants to stack.
They give you a timeline, like how long it take to get it redesigned and stuff?
They're thinking about a month or so.
I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Guys all good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The salt shed update, so V-Trans has a very specific grant program that'll fund our salt shed so we can expand capacity. Unfortunately, it doesn't open up until November. So we would have to wait till 2027 to try to get that done. I will look for other grant programs, but the V-Trans one is a sure thing, basically. You just, it has like an environmental tie into it, but the environmental piece is we're not storing salt onto the ground where it's gonna leach into the groundwater. It's gonna be in a shed, but.
So is it November, is the
Is when we
earliest you
can-
could get any
that
grant
we
money?
can, no, that we can apply for it,
You can
and then we
can't
get grant
even
money.
apply till November, no?
Yeah, I think then they make a decision and then that doesn't come until March or April of the next year.
So we're gonna need to get it out to bid so we know how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the measurements, I'll get the sketch out to you so we get that done.
Okay.
As far as the salt shed goes, I had talked with Dave, read the article from the folks up in Richmond using the calcium or
Magnesium, right?
magnesium, yeah. I didn't know if maybe we looked at that at
Yeah,
all, or just
so-
talk to them or see.
Dave and I just had a meeting with a representative from a company called Innovative. We just had that this morning. They service all of New England, and they work with almost all of the neighboring towns around here
Yep.
to come up with kind of a wintertime magnesium chloride solution that you have to like really calibrate in. But if you lay it down before the storm, it just melts the snow and it stops bonding, so you don't have ice everywhere as well. And then it just cuts like 30% off your salt use. But you have to do it right, you have to calibrate your machines all the time, like, it can't just be like an eyeball kind of thing, it has to be
What do you mean a machine?
very, very precise. Machine, sorry, I don't plow the roads.
There's a compressor and spray unit,
Yeah.
heads that go on the truck. You've got usually three sets of valves in your truck to set the pressure, spray width, and gallons per mile. And
They give
I
us
used to work
those?
for the state, so.
Yeah, it's like $200 for a spray bar that attaches to our already existing system.
The plastic ones?
Yeah,
And they give them to us?
yeah, well, we buy them from them, but yeah.
Well, I think if we buy their stuff, they fill those in.
Well, we can negotiate with them, but yeah, that's something we were looking at.
Yeah, I just
They
asking
put
'cause,
the trucks
like-
with brine tanks,
If it's a better route to go
sides.
that way and it reduces our salt
and, or use one
consumption
truck for a
and we get
brine
better
tank
roads,
and spray
you know,
units,
do
and
we
then somebody to run
divert
it.
some of the money for expanding the shed towards that? We don't need as big of a shed because we're not using it for salt.
And I'll tell you.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, it's early days. So we're gonna get him, the gentleman we spoke to, we're gonna get him
Environmental.
the salt amounts we've been using
Highway use, yes.
And the
No,
different
the rest of
mixes.
it's not.
Okay, oh, so you're still no.
Yeah, and then he'll
That's
look
just
at
my
everything and he'll
thought.
kind of come up with a
I've been
plan
on
and what he
both
thinks would help us.
Next time we're gonna.
Yeah.
we're gonna
Have we-
decide, I wanna sit in your
Or have you reached out to Richmond directly to like, just get, how did it work?
I
Get some feedback?
The reason I reached out to him was I went to a rural roads, online meeting, and Richmond was there, Rutland was there, a few other towns were there, the highway foreman's there, and they were just talking about how it transformed their program, and they use a lot less salt.
There's been a bunch of people that have switched to this, and
Yeah.
they like the results better.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more common, like the whole state tried out a salt brine thing, and that doesn't really work.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, they've been trying out a bunch of different solutions, but, the main takeaway from that meeting is the salt shortage stuff isn't gonna go away. And it's pretty much all political and, storage issues for the entire, New England area, but, so we should look at other things,
The
but,
biggest thing I could see was to make sure that we got enough paved roads to make it worthwhile. I mean, like states got, all their roads are paved.
Yeah, that's
So make this work good for them.
yeah, so we would invest heavily in it, but he's thinking, we'd have 2 3,000-gallon tanks, and they have a 2-day turnaround to fill those. But it would help, I think. But we'll give him some of our specs, what we've been buying, and, we'll see what he comes up with a plan.
I'll take a look at it, I guess.
Looking at other things. And they also do calcium chloride, if we want to switch to them as a supplier. Our supplier just got bought out by Allstate, so Dave's a little worried that changing to a giant corporation is gonna reduce the timeliness in their services and things like that.
Is it possible to use that calcium chloride, liquid calcium chloride spreader to do that application? If you're gonna do it pre-storm,
Yeah. And he said,
that might make sense.
the guy from Innovative said he can come and help us spread, he can give us a truck or whatever we need, so.
That's all set up with a pump and everything.
But again, he was a salesman, so we just gotta feel him out. Transfer station, I worked up a new contract with Evan Johnson, extending our agreement with him to 3 years instead of an annual contract. He wanted to throw the idea out to the board, if you have any interest in subdividing the land, and he would just run a private transfer station off the land if we wanted to sell it to him. So I said
I don't think, myself, he's there now, but something may not work out good in the future, then we won't own that spot.
That's true.
I think we'd better off to keep it ourselves and do what we've been doing on what everybody else thinks, but.
Makes sense.
Memorial Day fireworks, so I reached out to what was North Star, now they're called Pyrotechnico, they got bought out by this giant, countrywide corporation. So the quote for the fireworks display, the same size fireworks display this year is gonna be $10,360, which is up from $7,000 last year. We only put $7,500 in the budget, so we've got a $3,360 funding gap. So I don't know if you wanna go ahead with the fireworks anyway, knowing that there'd be that size gap. I don't know if the fireworks are like super important to the residents,
Rodney?
to where we can't skip them.
So it seems like we're getting lots and lots of people that are attending that Memorial Day thing, and parade is getting to be a problem doing, and a lot of people don't come back to the fireworks.
Yeah.
However, in I think for 5 years, it's going to be Williamstown's 250th anniversary. And maybe you could start saving some money to have a big shindig at that time. Just a thought.
Do a good one then. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like that idea.
Like you say, I've noticed that, you know, the festivities are pretty much over with for the day, mid-afternoon, and you don't see too many people come back with fireworks. But like you say, our 250th anniversary would be a great time to put on a good show.
And put a committee together, start, planning it a couple of years at a time and have some money to get started and do a big show and
If we kept,
street dance and all that kind of stuff.
we kept our budget the same, just keep building for it, then we'd have a good nest egg built up for that, have a good celebration then.
We would just have to move it to a reserve, so it stays there year after year.
What's your thoughts on that?
Good idea.
I think it's a good idea. I'm just curious about the people that we got sitting out there.
What we're talking about is, the fireworks have gone up so much, this North Star was bought out. Gone from, what was it, 7,000 a year to 10,000 something a year now.
It
360.
increased about
$10,360.
$3,300.
And what Roddy mentioned was, and I've noticed myself, there was, you know, people kind of dissipate after mid-afternoon, after the parade and stuff. But we've got a 250th anniversary coming up in 5 years for the town of Williamstown itself. And we could keep that money and start building a reserve for, have a big celebration at that time for our town. But keep what we would spend on fireworks this year, next couple of years, could all go into that one big pot for, have a real good celebration at that time, so. Select board seems to be all in agreement with it, and I don't know what you people think. So everybody's nodding their head, so I guess I like it.
I didn't even know that we did fireworks on
Oh, no.
so,
Oh, if you lived up my house, you would know.
so I
Young
think
lady in the
saving
back.
money sounds great.
I don't like them anyway, so less is better. No, I don't like them anyway, so less is better. And they hear them up on the hill
I'll have to
even.
wait 5 years.
Get it, young lady
Okay,
back
so I
there.
guess that's,
That-
She has something to say.
I don't
I was
know.
just gonna say that we do watch them up on the hill every year, not down in town, but I don't think it's a bad idea to save up for a celebration.
Where do they set them off?
At Larry's house.
they're up behind my house, on the hill behind my house.
They were really good last year.
They were actually done in, September, because it rained during the week before Memorial Day where they do their Memorial Day festivities, so I had to postpone it, and it was the time in the fall harvest where the pub did the harvest
Oh, yeah.
out in the field. So it was that night, it was September, I think September was the week after Labor Day, I believe.
Where do people usually go to watch them?
Pumpkin pantry.
Up on Main Street, Stone Sheet Clubhouse, back along the
From
road.
here,
Yeah.
or across the road in the parking lot, or pumpkin pantry.
I set up at your house.
5 years,
You know,
hopefully there's
park right on your
houses up there
lawn.
by then, but we may have to find another place, but we'll see. We'll find something. They've let them off before up by the ball fields up the high school.
High school,
before, too.
yeah.
Yep.
Years ago.
We could drop $100, you could just set off bottle rockets on your porch.
No. There's a whole lot of permits you're gonna have to sign.
So, Ryan, I guess that's a consensus to keep that fund going, but we'll just
Okay.
keep building it for the 250th anniversary.
Do you need any kind of motion to make a reserve
Yeah,
fund for
that's
that?
that was my
I
question.
don't know, I'm gonna have to ask Jen.
Okay.
I almost think we do, but let me double check with her.
Jan's question? Did we vote?
If we need to make a motion to create a reserve fund to be able to keep that money into, since we're not gonna use it this year,
We could do that this way, he's all set to go.
just in case, yeah.
So I wanna make a motion to create a reserve fund for the 250th celebration.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that
Motion
motion.
made second. Any further discussion?
So the reserve fund is going to be utilizing the 7,500, or the current line item that is for the fireworks?
Right.
For Memorial Day.
Or, yes, Memorial Day fireworks.
Yep.
Okay,
We won't change anything,
okay, that's all.
we'll just keep building on that
Yeah,
fund.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, all in
What
favor?
was it called, fireworks reserve?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, guess you're all set.
Alright. Building maintenance, I've hired Melinda Martin, who operates Twinkle and Shine Cleaning, be the maintenance person for both the town office and the public safety building. She is fully insured, experienced, and willing to work within our budget. When I put out the ad for cleaning help, I got like 20 applicants in 3 days, so it was a very tough decision. I didn't expect that many people to be interested, but it was like a flood of people. So she's gonna start this Friday, cleaning this building and the town office. And rather than put her on the employee payroll like we have been doing, she's got her own business, so we just pay her as a vendor. Once we get all that paperwork sorted out, so I think it'll be good. And then delinquent tax total, we're sitting at $258,983. We recovered $22,803 since last month. And then delinquent utilities, we're sitting at $36,598, and we recovered $4,663 since last month. That's what we got.
Any board members have any questions for Ryan? Anybody in the audience have any questions for Ryan? Thank you. I like the way you do your reports.
Yes, the breakdown at the end was very helpful, different from what had been paid.
Larry, should we go back to that FEMA funding audit update? Because we have to approve.
I've got it as
It's
a new
down.
business item.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on,
Down further,
okay.
Abby. Yep.
Because I see you had it in there that you wanted to get it done before April.
Yep.
Figured we could get it done very well.
It's on here somewhere as I see it.
It's on the back.
Back page.
This one's a little long.
I have it on top under new business. Okay, next thing is reorganizational. Set time and date for the location for select board meetings. May, where's that currently located now? I know Pump and Pantry's one bank, where else do we do them?
Bar Harbor Bank, and there's 2 spots at the town office, outside and inside. So those are our 3 official places.
So is everybody good with that? Keep it the same?
I thought we did have one at Pump and Pantry.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
It's one
sorry.
of the pages.
Pump, the bank, and the town office.
Okay, sorry, I heard the town office was 2, that's why.
So Carly, we post meeting warnings at the bank and the Pump and Pantry and the town offices. Does anyone think we should do it somewhere else? You got it on the front porch forum and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We've got a website, somewhere. So that's, okay, so I guess we should vote on that. So we want to make a motion to keep that the same?
Make a motion that we continue to put the town business at Bar Harbor, Pump and Pantry, and town office.
And the websites.
And yes, and websites including what's Front Porch Forum, I'm not a.
No, I guess we don't do front porch forum.
We do the town website.
Okay, town
I
website.
can put it on the front porch forum if you want.
I thought I heard someone say Front Porch Forum.
The school board does.
Okay.
When I,
More the better, I guess.
yeah.
Alright, I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay. Set legal posting places,
You did that one, so you kind of skipped the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
what's that?
we didn't do set date and time.
We kind of
location.
skipped, we did the places before the date and time and.
Oh, date and time, okay. Well, it's, we gotta do it 3 days before a meeting, right?
No, this is our actual
for our
meeting.
meetings.
That's setting,
No, this
like,
is setting, yeah.
Oh, for the meeting
Yeah,
itself,
typically
okay.
second
Yeah.
Monday of the month.
Yeah, okay, I got you
7
about
PM,
posting times.
right here in this building.
Yeah, leave it, everybody's good to leave it the way it is?
I'm gonna say, I'll make the motion to leave it as it is.
Second.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now set the legal posting places.
And we did that.
We've already done that, so we're good there.
And the designate, now we need to designate.
Set designated newspaper. What do we do, just the times, I guess, to do
Yeah.
that,
Pretty tight targets.
I guess that's closest. So all in favor,
Aye.
Aye.
opposed? Okay. Okay, appointments. First one is the Board of Adjustment. What's the situation at?
That's typically the planning commission?
Roger.
Roger's volunteering?
What is the board of adjustment? Is it like attitude adjustment or property adjustment?
I thought we were the Board of Adjustment.
I was wondering what it was.
Board of
I don't know.
Adjustment. That wouldn't be part of this civil authority to just,
No,
Taxes,
they're
yeah.
elected and that'll be in November, so.
I don't know what it is.
I had never heard of
So-
Board of Adjustment.
Yeah, in last year's, town report, it says Board of Adjustment, it says comma floodplain. Is this a specific floodplain one? But last year it was the planning commission / town manager.
For one item,
Can't think what they did.
Okay, so that's you and the planning commission.
for getting rid of the people on the place that FEMA finally smashed out here on,
The trailers.
yeah, the trailers out here
On the Meadow Street.
on Meadow Street.
Meadow Street.
The manager set that up as a special board,
Oh, I'm glad you know what it was.
because I'm on that board.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I mean, is it a statutory thing? Do we have to have that?
I've never heard of it
I
before,
think
but that
I
doesn't mean
think
it's
it's
not
for
statutory.
zoning.
What is
I
it?
think it's for zoning, Board of Adjustment or
Oh,
zoning Board
yeah,
of
that
Adjustment.
would, yeah, they do have that in zoning. We don't have
No
that.
zoning?
We have no zone,
We don't want none of
just
that?
the floodplain stuff, so I guess that
We
makes
could
sense.
just do it, just abandon it, not even worry about it. Okay. Town sewers officer, I know that's usually the town manager.
Yep,
We wanna make a motion to have Ryan be the sewers.
I make the motion to give it to Ryan.
I'll second that motion.
thank you so much.
We're gonna pile all we can,
Yeah.
down on
That's
that.
it.
I hope I get a badge or something.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You get a gold star at the end of the week.
Nice,
Civil defense rep, you said William was
that was
on
William
that last
last
year?
time,
Is he still willing to do it again, or be
I
done?
haven't heard from him.
It was the Russian election, we'll just put him in there.
Yep.
Unless somebody else wants to do it.
William Graham?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's got some new things in his life, so he might, I don't know.
I don't know, I mean, I can't, yeah, I haven't, yeah.
It's much cooler.
I think it only
I don't
comes
think
in,
there's, yeah, a whole.
comes into play when there's like a natural disaster type
I mean, he's
situation.
always there when things go down,
Okay.
so.
Alright, just,
And I just,
I'm sure he could always resign.
He
and-
could,
okay.
I
So,
make the motion, we give it to William.
your second,
I'll second.
motion made, second, William Graham, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 If he don't like it, he can thank me later, right?
Yeah.
and
He should hope to meet like his mother and father if he don't like it. Okay, green up co-chairs, who's been on
that's
that?
Barb and I, well, it was supposed to be, I guess.
Sounds like a good motion, what do you think?
I make the motion, we keep that the same.
Second
all we
that
do is
motion.
hand out bags,
Right.
that's all we
Sec-
do, keep track of roads.
Second, if they change your mind.
We're investing in now.
Well, hold on.
You might, okay, you go ahead. I'll just hand out bags.
Who's the pickers?
What?
Who's the pickers?
Who's the pickers?
All the volunteers.
Fill
Well, the
bag.
people that want the bags.
Okay,
Lucky when they go, I want one bag. Okay, one bag.
okay, I'll make a motion for Ryan and Barb to deal with that.
Yeah, I think Scott made it, I think
Yeah.
Clayton seconded.
Oh, yeah, that was,
Okay, they're right ahead of me. All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.
The next one has been vacant for some time, so I don't know what you wanna do about that.
Central, is it Central Vermont?
Central Vermont
Revolving
Revolving
Loan
Loan Fund, governmental board rep.
Who's on that now?
Nobody, it's been vacant for a few years.
What does it stand for?
Central Vermont is the CV.
Central Vermont.
Can you raise your hand?
Huh?
She wants to know what it is.
I didn't hear you. I wanted to know what the CV,
Central Vermont,
yeah, what's the rest? RPL?
Revolving loan,
revolving loan fund governmental board representative.
Well, that's nice. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know exactly what it is, but apparently they must have some fund that they have to have a representative from each town for the governing body to see how it's dispersed. I guess, have you ever been on it, Roger? No, I haven't.
My father was on it when it was created.
Are you wanna carry
following the
on family
footsteps.
tradition?
It was, at the time, it was, started to help businesses get going.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I
yeah,
think borrowed money from this place to get, pay it back, you know.
yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah, I remember your dad being on it, the business center started up down there, he was made known that could be some funds to help people with that. So, we need someone for that. You think you're interested, Roddy?
No, family traditions are important, Rodney, you know.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Hurry up, hurry, change his mind.
Right.
Make a motion, somebody.
Okay, I make the motion that Rodney Graham take that position.
I'll second that.
Motion made, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Roddy.
Thank you, Rodney.
Guess I'm gonna figure it out.
You gotta have.
CVRPC rep, Rich, you still want to be on that?
Still interested, yes, in being on it. One thing I will note is that a couple of committees that I sit on are voted on by the board, but I also sit on the Transportation Advisory Committee, and that one has to be appointed by the town. So maybe if it said CVRPC rep plus Transportation Advisory Committee or something like that.
So do you want to be on both?
Yeah, I'm still engaged in all those, and stay very involved in the Transportation Advisory Committee as well.
Okay, so we need a motion to nominate Rich for the RPC board representative along with the Transportation Advisory Board representative.
I make a motion that Rich is for the CVRPC and the Transportation
Advisory.
Advisory Board.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made, seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Health
right,
officer.
health officer, you're right, it's at 3 years, so he still has 1 year to go, or she has 1 year to go on that, so we don't need to appoint someone at this time.
So what about the alternate? Same, is that a 3-year deal too for Jasmine?
It didn't say anything about deputy health. I talked to her today, she said she would still do it, so.
Maybe we should just make sure it's legal, because I know the actual health officer itself is not gonna do it, but I didn't see where it said anything about the alternate.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about the deputy, no.
So we should make a motion to, if Jasmine wants to do it again, to appoint her for the alternate health officer.
I make a motion that Jasmine Couliard is the alternate health officer.
Second.
Second.
Motion made, second, any discussion? Unless anybody else wants to be a health officer? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Well, that was another line of deputy health officer, so she's in there, we're good with that. Fence viewers,
Last year you had Richard Powell and Jasmine Couliard. Jasmine said she will be a fence viewer again.
you know if Richard still wants to do it?
I did not hear from him.
He didn't look like he was walking real good at
No,
town.
his health is deteriorating, or it was something temporary, but I don't know. We could do it, I mean, if something happens where he has to be somebody else, we could reappoint someone later or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
wanna make a motion for Richard Powell and Jasmine Couillard?
Yep. Make a motion for Jasmine Coolidge, Richard Powell, Ford fence viewers.
For a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other discussion?
What is a fence viewer?
Well, I guess, the only thing I can think of is a property dispute. In the old days, they probably had a lot of property disputes. Things weren't surveyed as well as they are now.
It goes back to when
When you had the stone
you
corner.
did your half.
Property
fence.
When the person had cattle on both sides of the property, one owner had to do a certain section of fence, and then the other owner had to do a different section of fence on that border line.
So do these people actually do anything?
No, but we're required by law to do it.
Right.
Well,
It's only a few.
Well, they can
times.
actually go out and view the fence, make sure they're equal amount of fence posts and distance, so everybody does it equal, you
That
know,
was-
fair rights.
That was back when there was more cows than there were people in this town.
Yeah.
And,
That was a long time ago.
right,
It's kind of a dying profession right now, but
yeah,
Like I don't,
anyway,
And if there's only cattle on one side, the owner.
It's all, yeah.
No?
and I'm
I
not,
just didn't know what it was.
yeah, I'm not seeing it, there's also, I don't know if it's on today, but when I first became a select board member, it was someone that looked at coal.
Oh, yeah.
where?
Oh, the wear
The
of
wear
coal.
of coal.
The wear of
Many of
coal.
us do it, but it's state law still.
You got away with that, I think.
It's kind of like in Barry, Vermont, I think you have to make sure you shower on a Saturday night, I think that's one of their laws.
it's
Get ready for
like
Sunday.
the blue laws. Yeah.
There's a lot of laws in the state that are just there.
Yep,
Okay, so back to the original question, for the fence viewers, everybody in favor, Richard and Jasmine, say
Yeah.
aye.
he made a motion, I'll second it.
Opposed?
Yeah.
You already made motion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's good, and Jasmine. Richard. Any other vacant elected positions that need to be filled?
I think those are the ones that we had elected positions, like Laura and Jasmine, I believe they both submitted letters.
right, Jasmine submitted one for the Henry S. Baker Fund.
And Laura has one for the, library board of trustees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
For-
involved this
for-
time, huh?
well,
Well, for 1 year.
When you're up.
I didn't see Laura's, I saw Jasmine's.
I have a copy of mine if you don't have it.
You're on the board now, correct?
I was appointed by you guys previously.
That's what I mean, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
correct.
Just making sure my
I've got one
brain
from
is correct.
Jasmine, I don't
Right, I
have,
was
I
gonna
don't
say, I
have a
didn't see one
second
from
one.
Laura, I didn't either. That's the
Okay,
only one
well,
I
it's a good thing I printed my own copies.
did. Well, thank you. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I just went through everything twice.
Look, wet signature.
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You have one?
Board of Trustees.
Looks like you're running on the post.
What?
So it looks like you're running on a post. That's good. Easier decision, isn't it? Okay, let's do the library first.
And she did have her petition just about filled, but.
Yeah, I only needed 4 more signatures,
Yeah.
but then we had the big snowstorm and I have some health things going on, so I wasn't able to get those. But I have that with me as well.
Yeah.
Did I sign it? I'll sign it now.
I mean, I don't know if it was retroactive.
You gotta have them on there, we'll throw them on there.
Yeah.
But
Skip
she
the
was
screw up
almost
the
there.
So
Sorry.
close.
Yeah, that comes under the fence
Oh,
viewing.
you mean to
Maybe
get
it won't
onto
matter now.
the.
Yeah, she had her petition just about filled, but
Yeah,
didn't
I mean-
make it in time.
So we just make a motion to appoint her to.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 1 year.
So
Yes.
it would be for a year, yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to appoint Laura Carter to the Williamstown
Library trustee, board of trustees.
Library.
Board of Trustees.
Board of Trustees for 1 year.
I second that.
Motion made second, any other discussion? Any other hands up? Huh? All in
Just
favor?
vote all yes.
Aye.
Just say yes.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
I'll
Thank you.
swear at you.
and thank you.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have one
I
for,
know.
For Jasmine, for the Henry S. Baker Fund.
Yes. Yes.
That's done it a lot lately.
okay.
Me all the time.
I don't think
I don't even think of the office.
Gonna have to get my hammer out.
I make a motion to appoint Jasmine Couillard to the Henry S. Baker Board of Trustees. Is there a time limit on that one too?
She'd have to run for 1 year.
For 1
You can
year.
only appoint for 1 year.
Okay, to appoint her to that for 1 year.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made, seconded. Any other discussion? Any other hands up? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? I take care
Swear
of
her in too.
that. Okay.
Any others?
That's it?
So the only one that is still up for grabs that nobody ran for is the trustee of public funds. Nobody, so that one is still wide open. So there's not enough, nobody rolled anybody in. So trustee of public funds is, oh, and that one cemetery commissioner is wide open too. So there's 2 positions left if anybody wants to jump aboard.
What's the public funds one?
Sure, you were on it.
There's some, started out to do some school memorial funds, that combined into, you know, one for the school. There was, I think there's 3 major funds, and they meet to decide, you know, you can make the request for a certain amount of money, or they board meets to see if they approve that. And then make sure they get invested. There's three members to board.
Gary Stores,
Yeah.
and Gary Stores is on it, and I think Phil Winters had just gotten done, so Orville
Phil
was
got
still
done.
on. Orville, I believe so.
They'll need to.
Anyone here interested in the positions?
What does the cemetery commissioner do? Well, actually Susan, my former assistant, she's very active in it. It's, you know, keeping track of the burials and then when she has time to update the old graves. And there's a cemetery fund budgeted. They don't meet in the winter, they'll start up here, I'm gonna say May, April maybe, because the burials will start up soon. Yeah, and then they meet right up until November 15th, so yeah, they are working on board.
So we could appoint it next meeting, see if we can line some up.
Right,
for
so I
that.
just thought I'd put that out there, that there were 2 positions that nobody.
I'd say, yeah, can we post it on our town Facebook page, because people might not.
Right.
Again, like the Henry S. Baker Fund, literally no one knew what that was 2 years
Until
ago.
Marie started
Yeah,
digging up
just
all the
asked the
on that
question,
one
so.
too.
Yeah.
There's probably people interested, they just have no.
Right, and that actually benefited this year, the home that was caught fire on Lightford Lane in May.
Okay.
Set his home on fire. Left his wife and the children weren't there, but left wife and children behind. And the board met to give out, you know, money for that. For her,
Yeah.
not him,
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
and the children.
Okay, we'll move on to new business. Policy review, adoption, inventory, and procurement grants, management and conflict of interest. Ryan provided us for this last meeting and then again this meeting that we need to do. Why don't you explain it, Ryan, what you need all this for?
So we got, audited at the first of the year by the Vermont Department of Public Safety. We received some FEMA money to help the town recover from flooding in 2023 and 2024. So they were auditing how all that money was handled. And during that audit, the auditors said we needed updated language on our purchasing policy and our code of ethics policy. And then we needed two policies we didn't have in town, which is the grant management policy and a municipal inventory policy. So I drafted those four up and got them approved by the auditor. And they all contain very specific language on how federal funds need to be handled. There's way more restrictions and rules and things that need to be followed when you are handling federal money rather than just like state money or like a private grant or something. And he was looking for very specific language, so I just crafted those four policies around that language, and updated a couple. It doesn't change anything about how we operate. It just gives us more specific rules to follow. And just in case we get audited again, I want to make sure that we have these rules in place and that the board and I are aware of them. So, it's real dry stuff. Yeah.
What was the change? I know we changed the minor purchases up to $10,000. What else was changed?
I added an entire section on procurement using federal funds in whole or in part. And it goes over, the bidding process that has to happen, conflicts of interest, what you should do when you're offered gifts, all sorts of stuff like that. Federal pass-through requirements, who we should and should not use for vendors and contractors. Basically, like with federal money, vendors and contractors, I have to do basically a background check on them with a few different bureaus and agencies to make sure their business is in good standing, they're not flagged for any sort of financial crimes or anything like that. Just a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
We do a lot of federal bidding on federal project stuff, and this is pretty standard language.
Yeah.
We have to sign paperwork that we're not colluding with other contractors to,
Do a little price gouging.
yeah,
Bid rigging.
bid rigging, yeah. I've read through the whole thing, and it's, like you said, it's not anything much different than we're already doing, except for it's got some background behind it for them to look at when they're pretty much where things are. So I have no problem with going for it, but the rest of you,
No, I looked at it.
That's what they want.
we ain't got much choice.
We ain't got much choice.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, just the other question for the procurement categories, is that for federal money or all money that we need to put out things for bid over 10,000?
Our town policy is anything over $10,000 gets
Okay.
put out to bid.
And is it going to go basically request for proposal like we did for the audit where the select board does not see it until?
Yeah, well, I guess it depends on where the money is coming from for the project that we're doing. If it is a federal project, it has to be sealed bid.
Okay.
If it's like state money, not necessarily, but I recommend that we just do sealed bid.
No, that's what I'm
We've
saying.
kinda
I feel
always
like
done it anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of 50, again, I only did select board for 2 years thus far, but it kind of seemed 50-50 sometimes it was sealed and not sealed.
Yeah, I recommend we just always do sealed bids, just so there's no question about how we handle all that stuff.
That's,
The only thing would deviate from it would be if it was a major water line breaks?
Yeah, well, there,
Yeah,
I think there was some in there that
there's some
says,
emergency
yeah,
stuff.
emergency situation,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Right,
can do
then you
sole
grab
Yeah, of
source.
course,
Yeah.
100%, I understand.
If it's an emergency, we
Yeah.
can just claim sole source, like we don't have time for the bid
Yeah,
process.
that's
like we have to get
100%.
this fixed kind of thing.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I can't wait for a bid process to fix that water line disgusting out of the ground.
Tanks empty?
Exactly.
Okay, if everybody's good with it, I'll take a motion to approve what Ryan's put together.
Well, and I had one other question, it's for the conflicts of interest. Which line is it? Because it affects me, that's why I'm asking. Is it? I thought it was line E.
If I remember right, reading the conflict.
Oh, yes,
of interest.
it was line E, E under prohibited conduct. So a public officer, employee, or agent shall not use resources unavailable to the general public, including but not limited to municipal staff time, equipment, supplies, or facilities for private gain or personal purposes. So being a volunteer firefighter in Williamstown, I occasionally, and I've been very lazy, will come into the fire station and work out. So that is technically a personal purpose to better myself as a firefighter, and then sometimes my kids and I come in and look at the fire trucks. I know that sounds,
Is the gym open to all?
but that's, could someone consider that a personal purpose?
I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, I just,
Yeah.
You know, I think if you took the fire truck to fill your swim.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
different.
We have,
More
we
like
have,
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Rodney, all I can assure you that I'd ever do with a fire truck to my swimming pool is put a chain on it and drive away.
But that's more.
Okay, I just want, again, cause I use this, you know, this is a public building, but, you know, in history.
Sure.
So you use the weight facility to work out and stuff, so?
I have my sandbags, there is no weight facilities, but yeah, I put
Okay, well,
up,
there you go.
I put a pull-up bar, don't ask me to do a pull-up, especially right now.
You're going above and beyond to keep yourself a personal.
Well, no, that's what I'm just
fitness
saying,
to
like,
be good at
I
your
bought
job.
a rowing machine, that's at my house, I was gonna bring it here, cause running around all the fire trucks, you know, doing, you know, whatever the distance was,
Oh, that's a
doing
safety
it
hazard.
50 times was kind of, you know,
we have,
it seems like a short distance, but it kinda gets annoying.
Wow.
we actually have that in our town equipment policy.
Okay,
Like, somebody can't take town backhoe and go do something.
yeah,
at the
yeah,
house.
and I know we had just updated that.
So I think that's more referred to.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because like I said, my kids love coming and seeing the fire trucks. And
There's anything wrong with that.
No,
maybe someday there'll be volunteer firefighters
There
too,
you
but
go.
you never know, I don't care.
my oldest has 5 years, I think, right, 15 for a junior firefighter?
I'll make a motion that we adopt all these new policies.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. If we're on to, Dave doesn't have his prices back for the other ones, that's off. We got a couple liquor licenses to deal with. Rachel, you usually deal with that.
Yeah, we received Dollar Generals and public pantries, both their second class and,
All the paperwork's in order.
yeah, all the paperwork is in order. The only thing is I haven't received payment from either one, so I guess if you would wanna make a motion to accept it pending
Pending
payment,
payment,
like
right,
you
that's
did
what we
last
use.
year.
That's what we've done before.
Yeah. I make a motion to accept these applications pending payment
For the,
for both
Dollar
Pantry and
General.
Dollar General.
okay,
I'll second that motion.
motion made,
Those
seconded.
motions.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, under old business, got the,
Yeah.
Roy's got something on the flagpole?
I think Tyler wanna talk about, oh, no, that was old business, right, yeah. Flagpole project, Larry let me know that there was a flagpole replacement project planned last year. He gave me all the, info on the replacement pole, flag, the dimensions of everything, so I'll be working on that. Just wanted to give an update that that is still in the works for people who are looking for that. Our current flagpole is, in a not convenient area, and it also doesn't seem to be able to be raised and lowered.
Yeah, so that's the,
You need to change the flag, you gotta
You gotta get the
flop
fire
it across
truck.
Route 14. Hurry up.
And if you wanna change the flag, you gotta get the ladder truck over from there to
Used to be able
change
to go the other way, but somebody planted an apple tree there that's grown up.
Yeah, so it's just an
So-
update, I'm working on that.
That's it. Anybody got any questions on the flagpole? Okay, and next thing's the turnarounds that Tyler brought up on the bottom of Chelsea Hill and by Pike's Pit.
yeah, just because winter, right now, obviously, a lot of cars aren't parking there. And I don't think it's necessarily that cars are parking there that's the issue, it's more that trash is getting thrown there. I know certainly the one at the end of Chelsea Road, I feel like there was a few mattresses, probably around Green Up Day.
patio furniture one day.
Yeah, so I know the state, because it's on Route 14 itself, they're the ones to be doing the work. But I think that's kind of kicking the can down the road, so I was wondering, could we do kind of a Band-Aid fix of maybe getting some Jersey barriers or something there to just kind of block it off so then cars can't park? Cause it's not a legal turnaround.
The state,
That's
we
the state
we
highway.
brought this up anyways, we talked about this a while back.
I know, I'm just, the
Davis.
problem is,
Can you even
Right
do
there.
that being state highway?
I know.
well,
Right.
the land is ours, it's not state highway, that's my question.
But this,
Dave brought it up.
I remember Dave brought it up and Jackie, or Dave or Jackie had talked to somebody. And they were gonna,
Put
The
delineator
state was gonna
posts
close
down
them
through the
down.
escape, we'll have to
they're gonna
just
put
have
the
reflective
post across them there.
Oh, I thought they were just gonna bury them. That's what I thought, my understanding was they were just gonna put soil in.
I feel like Jackie did say they were gonna just put a bunch of dirt and fill it.
Yeah,
I think that's,
Maybe, yeah, I can't,
Something.
it was a while
They
back.
were gonna throw them up so nobody could, both of them, the one down by
Yeah.
Pike's.
yeah.
They were
But
gonna,
it's, to me, I don't know if that's such a great, I mean, nowadays with texting and stuff, there's no place to pull over unless you pull over in somebody's driveway to do it.
there was a state trooper parked there last week coming home, it was parked in the dark right there. You could-
oh, the one on Chelsea, I'm like, the one that's by the Pikes is completely snow-filled right now.
No, the one down at the bottom, John, he was parked right in there.
Well, actually, the
Yeah,
one
they
down
use
by
that a lot.
Pikes is our old entrance.
Yeah,
Which that's how it's, I think this is how it all started. They contacted Dave to see if we were ever gonna use that again.
Right. Because people were camping, actually living in there.
yeah, and that's the thing, I'm just,
I don't have a problem with that one, but I think the one on the bottom, Chelsea Hill, there's nothing from all the way down into middle, past Brookfield Village, there's one down there.
Before you lose
And
cell
then
service.
there's one down in South Barry, by Roach's old place, I mean, they want people not to be texting and driving, they need to at least leave a place for them to come over to do it, you know?
yeah,
What about somebody coming up with some way of putting cameras there and somebody is dropping trash there, you've got them. And that's quite a fine to boot.
Cops could put game cameras up some kind, you know,
Yeah.
they get the new ones.
Contact them, see if they would put up cameras there, so that if somebody's dumping trash there, you've got them, you got their picture, you got their vehicle.
I'd rather see them do that than close it myself, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
Can you just reach out to the state to see where they're
Yeah.
at?
yeah,
with
that just seems like, cause it was brought up, I feel like last summer, and again, it just seems like,
Yeah, it's taken a long time.
yeah.
I think she
Whatever
got
they're doing.
worried that the state was gonna close those two,
Yeah.
and we're gonna upkeep them. And I guess I never heard any more about that, only that they were not, the state was not gonna maintain those two turnarounds.
I think the one down by Pikes is a good idea, close that kinda goes out, hides around the trees there, isn't it?
Yeah, and there was someone living in a RV there for maybe several days and they got moved.
Alright.
Yeah, I can reach out.
When's Green Up Day?
May, first Saturday in May.
Okay, so we got some time. I remember like, it's just costing people more and more because people just see it as, hey, I'm gonna haul out my house, my
Oh.
barn, and stick it on the side of the road and the state picks it up, so.
you could tell what time of I mean, cause yeah,
Yeah.
it pops up everywhere.
So I don't know if places like the Chelsea turnaround, if a week or two before, if we can say, hey, let's get a couple game cameras at these, and talk to Dave, what are the hot spots
I
for?
turn around up
Yeah,
by,
there was
up by
some,
my sugar house is,
yeah, he was talking about all around the back roads and stuff.
that one there's a, and that one's off the beaten path, that's a great one.
Yeah. Just, I mean, we don't have to do it right now, but just something to think about for Green Up Day.
Yep.
I don't know, what do you, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the law is, cause there's a turnaround in the Gulf. I'm assuming, I don't know if there's self-service there.
I don't know about that, but there's always a bunch of trash down there,
Yeah.
in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
They're on the edge of that water, that swamp.
It's intermittent down
I
there.
think
Is it-
the state does pick up trash in those areas. I think the state picks up the trash in those areas.
Yeah.
Or at some point, but.
They used to, I don't know if they're still doing it.
It's just something that.
Probably entitled to.
Fix
They've
it,
been
well,
there
we
for
can-
years and
Again, if
years
we
and
can find the
years.
bandit, that's my,
Yeah.
because it's, I don't think, trash is part of it, but people just parking and doing illicit things, that's what most people are worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess just find out where they're
That
at
can
with it,
happen
and
in
if
a
we,
fancy parking lot.
if we can do the.
When they're passed out, go out and knock on the window,
And we can
and
discuss
take
it,
a
but just,
picture of them,
if we're able.
they take off like rabbits.
You've done that.
Which is probably not the safest.
Right beside my sugar house.
No kidding.
Went by there, and I'm like, it was in the dark, and I drove by and I see a car there. Well, son came up, my son comes up behind me, he says, oh yeah, Dad, he says, there was somebody passed out in that car. I said, what'd you do? So I went up and knocked on the window and took their picture. He says, they laughed.
So you all set with that, Ryan?
Yep.
I got it.
Handle that.
Okay, round table?
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was thinking, as I
Scott,
said,
congratulations.
yes, thank you,
on,
voters that
re-election.
voted for me again.
Ryan, thank you for continuing doing an excellent job.
Made it through your first town meeting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good?
All set.
Okay, I have one thing, I don't know if everybody knows John Benson, he's actually chairman of the Brookfield Select Board. And the governor appointed him to take Larry Hart's position for Vermont State Senator for Orange County. And, he couldn't come to the town meeting because he had his own town meeting to deal with down in Brookfield. But he's been going around to different select board meetings to introduce himself and meet with people. So I would like to put him on the next meeting, April 13th meeting, to come in and speak with the people, and everybody's got questions for him, and just introduce some stuff, if that's good, if everybody's good with that.
Maybe,
Okay,
I think it'd be great. I worked with John on the fire department in Brookfield for several years, and he's a great guy.
he is, I've known him for a long time
Yeah.
through Du Bois and King there, and he's
Yeah.
a straight guy, I mean, he don't feed you on his stuff, he's a good guy, so.
He's good.
Anyway, that's it, I guess. The motion to adjourn,
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor? Right?
Aye.
Thanks everyone for coming.
We were supposed to bring apple pie later.